Good morning and welcome back to Bear's Garden Adventure. Things are falling from the tree. Just making sure it's not a bird. Anyways, welcome back to Bear's Garden Adventure. We are doing a little fall cleanup. I guess I'll show you what's going on in the fall garden and then maybe cook something to eat. I am the only person in the house that likes Spam, and I'm probably the only person on my YouTube channel that likes Spam. I'm gonna cook some Spam and eggs and potatoes. Right up here outside in the garden. All this stuff is from the garden. And I might go and get a few spinach leaves. Yeah, I might go and get a few spinach leaves and chop them up and put them in with the eggs and add some spinach leaves. Not spinach leaves, but sweet potato leaves. Go and get some sweet potato leaves and cut them up and put them into the eggs. Only 4 or 5 leaves. I don't need a whole lot. So what we're doing now, just had a brain fart. Okay, so we're doing a little bit of cleanup. Where all the tomatoes are right here. I've gone ahead and taken all the tomatoes out already. These peppers right here, I want them to stay alive all winter long. So I'm going to take the biggest clump of dirt around them that I can without disturbing them and put them in these pots down here and let them stay alive, and I'm going to make covers for them. Same thing with this one over here. This is where I'm going to come and get the spinach from. The spinach, I keep calling it spinach. This is where I'm going to come and get the sweet potato leaves from. And like I said, only like 4 or 5 of them, maybe 5 or 6. Oh wait, yeah. And put some spinach and eggs. I want to make a cover for this because I want to try to keep this tomato alive. I mean, she's got all kinds of little tomatoes on her, and this is supposed to be the beefsteak, so I want to build a frost cover around this and be able to move it off and on, so when it gets frosty I can put it over her and totally have her covered. And I'm gonna do the same thing for this one. I'm gonna build a frost cover for this one. I'm gonna build frost covers for these guys after I get them transplanted. I'm not going to transplant these guys today. I'm not going to transplant these guys until, you know, I'm not even going to say when. When it's time, I guess, I'll transplant these peppers, and then we will make their frost covers. Let's go and check out the onion and garlic beds and carrot beds. Let's go see what those are doing, huh? So here's the garlic bed. Nothing down here yet until you get to right here. There's an elephant garlic. There's the elephant garlic. There's more down here, but those are the first 2 to pop up. They popped up like 3 days ago, I think. 2-3 days ago, they popped up. Oh, there's another one. Here's one. That one is new for me today. I haven't seen that one yet. That's about it. We got 3 elephant garlic popped up. Check this out, guys. Look at all these. Look at all these. These are radishes. We love radishes here. So we are growing radishes all the way around. Look at all those radishes. Look at that small one. Look at them. Yeah, that's the garlic bed. Let's check out the onion bed. Down here, there's not a whole lot. Let's see, looks like there's some right here, or it could be grass. I'm not quite sure on those. But as you keep on going down, you start to see these guys. Keep on going down. Look at there. Look at all those onions. Onions, guys. Look at all those onions. The onions and the garlic have popped. They're going. Guess what else, guys? You might not be able to see them, and I'm not going to lift this net yet. Guess what else has popped? We got there. Look at all these little ones. There's a bunch of them right here. Carrots are finally growing, guys. Look at all these carrots. All that yellow, those are carrots. Look down here. Tons and tons of carrots. Carrots growing. Are you off? Okay. I love yous.
Is it turned off?
No, but it's facing the other way.
I love you too.
Have fun, babe. A puppy. So, yeah, those are the onions, the carrots, and the garlic. I guess one more thing I can show you before we start working. There's how well the fall garden is doing. We do have a visitor in the fall garden, you guys. Not a good visitor either. You guys can see all those cracks. The mole is down here, you guys. And like I said, this is not a good visitor. He comes up higher, he's gonna start knocking stuff over. This thing, I hope it works. The other one died the other day, so I had to recharge it. And now it's on again. But other than that, fall garden's doing great, guys. So now what we were doing is we're going to take all these tomato plants here. Knocking off all the remaining a brain fart tomatoes. Knocking off all the remaining tomatoes. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. But if I knock them all off right here, I won't have to worry about them growing in the garden or the compost pile. And then we're gonna go put them down there in that bucket. Take them all off because it will definitely grow back, and I do not want a bunch of tomato seeds in the compost because they would definitely grow. So that's what we're going to do here, and then we're going to compost all these into the big bin or pen, the big pan. We're going to put it in the big plastic box. After we get all these off, cut them up, and after we cut them up, we'll put them inside the big Tupperware box. So yeah, that's what we're doing for now. And then I'll have to go and get the scissors and chop all this up with the scissors and then go and put it into the box that's right down here. Grill in here. And put a little bit more dirt on top of it. And that box is going to be pretty close to being done for the winter. All this stuff's going to get eaten up by microorganisms that are in this box. All right, so let's get to this off of video. Already 10 minutes long. Peace, guys. All right, guys. Oh, you can't see it, can you? This is six full tomato plants right here. Chopped all down with this, or these. Now they say if your tomato plants have any kind of diseases on them, any kind of rust, any kind of mildew or mold on them or anything like that, throw them away, don't compost them. None of my plants have any of that. None of these tomato plants have any of that. So I am composting completely these tomato plants. The Rayleigh's tomato plants that I bought, I threw them away. I didn't compost those. I chopped them up and I put them in the park garbage, and they dumped it wherever it is that they dump it. I did not put any of those Rayleigh's tomato plants into my compost for the simple fact that none of them grew. All those Rayleigh's tomatoes did was grow big and beautiful, but they didn't grow no flowers at all whatsoever. All right, 6 tomato plants, guys. This is our green for this pot here. This tote is all brown. Hear that? All dry. Just recently wet by me and by the rain. All dry. That's our brown. And now we're going to put some green in here. Okay. Our green, we got our brown. You guys saw in past videos what has been going into this compost pile. Let me go get one more thing. Bananas. We got bananas. Yep, not everybody eats a whole banana for some reason. Yes, even onions. For some reason, the onion skins did not compost last year, my compost pile, I noticed. But the onions themselves do compost, so I'll put the onions in there as well. There's a tag that I just chopped up. That kind of irritates me. I don't like trash in my compost. And I just chopped that tag up into a bunch of pieces. Well, all right. Coffee. Crushed eggshell. Okay. I still got some I gotta crush up. I don't know why I mixed them like that. I wasn't thinking. I was probably in a hurry. I don't like putting full-on eggshells in there like that because I think it's harder for the microorganisms to compost it. All right. Then we're going to take this dark soil right here. This dark soil came from my cicada melons. Is it cicada? Yeah, cicada. So basically this is already compost. I'm adding more microorganisms and worms to the top of the compost. Put all that in there. Look at there, garlic. So I put garlic in everything and it decided to grow back. All right. Then we're going to top it off with just dirt, garden dirt from the neighbors. That is not my compost. We're going to turn this into my compost. This is the last thing we're going to do to this box, guys. Fill it up really good because this box is going to the watermelons next year. The watermelons across the street. The watermelon bed across the street is still a work in progress. All right, I can't use all of this. I got to save some of it for the fall leaves. All the leaves that are going to start falling from all the trees around here in my yard, all those leaves are going to get composted too. We're going to compost those inside of a big 16 by 12 foot tarp. So when we get to composting those leaves, those hopefully will compost through the winter time just like last year. So this ought to be good for here. I had to come back and wet this down. I'll come back and wet it down later. But that should be good. That is a big thing of compost there. It's a huge tote. It's almost the size, actually it's the size of that 50-gallon trash can right there. So if you look at it, this is pretty much a 50-gallon trash can tote. There's probably more than 50 gallons. So that is going to go, we're here. We're working on the watermelon bed. I can't dig down here. I can only place a bed on top. So that's what I did. I cleared out all these rocks. Half of these rocks literally came from in here. These big ones, big old giant dirty ones, dirty that is, those ones came from in there. They've not been wet or rained on. They're still dirty. Look at how many there are. Oh my God, this hillside is so full of rocks. It's ridiculous. But this bed is going to have a bottom put on it. A wire cloth bottom is going to be put on this, just like all the other ones. And we're going to grow small watermelons. I'm not going to do big watermelons anymore. I'm only going to do small sugar baby type watermelons. And there's lots of different kinds, colors too. So that's the watermelon bed for the future. All right, already getting on 20 minutes for this video. This is the plant cover that I'm going to use to make my plant cover containers, basically. Because I'm going to sew them all up. I'm going to make big giant squares, and I'm going to sew them up and have them where I can just slide them right over the top of the plants. 50 feet should be plenty enough for me to make mistakes and keep on going. It's time to cook, y'all. I'm hungry. Chores are done. It's time to cook. Peace out for now. Okay, real quick here, I just want to show you guys that all this stuff I got out of the garden. These are banana peppers that are still growing. These are a couple of pumpkin spice jalapenos. I don't think they're going to turn orange. In fact, this one started turning black. So we got pumpkin spice jalapenos. We got some onions from the garden. This is the biggest one. There's 4 small like this. We've got garlic. We've got 5 cloves of garlic from the garden. And if I haven't told you already, potatoes. And then as a garnish, when we're done, we've got green onions for the garden. All right, I just want to show you all this because I'm going to run in and charge this battery up a little bit. All right, peace out for now. All right, guys, we got potatoes, garlic, onion, jalapeno pepper, and banana pepper all cooked at the same time. And then probably about 5 minutes ago now, 4 or 5 minutes ago, I added the diced Spam. Look at it, looks great, right? You wouldn't know it's Spam. Oops. You wouldn't know it's Spam if I didn't tell you it was Spam. I love Spam, guys. Spam is really good to me. Okay. A little bit more butter. And here we have our sweet potato leaves and eggs. I've actually had spinach and eggs before. So sweet potato leaves, guys. There's 7 small sweet potato leaves here. All right, we're gonna let this cook up. All right, be back when this is done, and we'll have a taste test. Gotta heat some, gotta heat up some of these too. Some tortillas. All right, just let this go for now, and then I'll turn it back on when everything is done and we're ready to eat. All right, you guys, look at that. Sweet potato leaves and eggs added to the pan. I don't know how good for you Spam is, but I'm telling you, everything else is good for you because it's right out of the garden. All the vegetables, the potatoes, everything's right out of the garden. Everything we grew here is in this pan. And we got some Spam. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, boy. Look at that. Some warm corn tortillas. Yeah, I think I have about 3 of them. Ow, that's hot. It's another grow and cook, y'all. Another grow and cook. I'm so glad my baby Tracy got me this can of Spam. I've been holding on to this can of Spam for about a month, I'm telling you, waiting for the right time to cook it up in the garden. And here we go, you guys. I am happy. Oop, left that one a little bit long. All right, still nice and soft. Ooh, pan is hot. Hello. All right, let's turn that off. Make sure it's out. All right. What do you guys think about that? I shall pray silently. Amen. We've also got some paste. I've never done this before with Spam, but I know it's going to be delicious. And it's going to be really spicy. Oh, a spoon. That's it, you guys. How about that for another grow and cook after we did some early morning work in the garden? It's really good. I like how Spam is soft. Whether you cook it or not, fry it with little brown edges on the sides, Spam's always soft. That's one thing I like about Spam. Really good. It's spicy and jalapenos with a little bit of a kick to them. It's really good, guys. Really good. Peace out for now, guys. Grow and grow happy. Soon we will be eating a salad out of this garden, and we will also be eating radishes with that salad out of this garden. Eat what you grow, you guys. Peace out.